Hello there. My name is Phil Earl, and if you are watching this, then it's more than likely because your fantastic, wonderful, talented teacher has chosen to read this with you. This is my book. This is When the Sky Falls. And what I thought I would do is, because so many teachers have been talking about teaching with the book this year, that I thought I would record a series of videos that might just bring it to life and make it even more interesting as you go through it. So what I thought I'd do today is tell you a little bit about where the idea or the inspiration for the book came from. Because what I love about writing is this notion that we're surrounded by stories every single second of our lives. They're happening on the street and in school and within your families, and even when you're asleep and dreaming, stories are happening all around you that can become the sort of cornerstone or the starting point for your next great written adventure. And the only thing that will ever stop you from spotting these stories on a daily basis are these things. And I'm terrible, I don't know about you, but I am awful with this phone. I walk down the street every day and I'm texting and WhatsApping and tweeting and Instagramming and not TikToking. I don't understand it, but I'm calling people or emailing people, and I promise you, if you put your phone in your pocket for 20 minutes every day, you'll see these stories waiting for you to write down. And the idea for When the Sky Falls is kind of a good example of that, in that the only reason I could write this book was because of a conversation that I had. And I didn't think this was going to be a special conversation. I was just sat on a campsite with a very dear friend. And out of nowhere, he started telling me a story about his dad during the Second World War. And his dad wasn't able to fight because he wasn't well enough. He had asthma. And as a result, he was part of Manchester's Home Guard, like the soldiers. It's like almost like being a soldier at home, really. They were the people that helped keep us safe back at home when a lot of men and some women were away fighting. And as a result, he had one job. Every time the air raid siren rang in Manchester, my friend's dad's job was to grab a rifle and run as fast as he could to Bellevue Zoo in Manchester. And once there, he had to position himself outside the lion's cage with a rifle pointing through the bars at the lion. Why? Because if the Nazis, the Luftwaffe, which was the name for the Nazi sort of air force, if they dropped a bomb that landed on the zoo, and that bomb blew out the walls to the lion's enclosure, the lion's cage, his dad's job was to shoot the lion before the lion escaped and went on the rampage. Because if the lion went on the rampage, it could kill dozens, hundreds even, of people in one night. And the second his dad, my friend, told me this story about his dad, I had like goosebumps, and the hair on the back of my neck was standing up, and I knew instantly there was a story that I could write down. And when you're a writer, the only question you ever have to ask yourself is what if? And in this case, it was what if that rifle ended up in the arms of not a responsible adult, but of an angry 12-year-old boy? And what if the animal inside the cage wasn't a lion anymore? What if it was the sort of animal that this boy could have formed a relationship, a friendship, an affinity, or a bond with? So that by the end of the novel, when the bombs are raining down, we know that the rifle is in the arms of Joseph, an angry 12-year-old boy. And he's pointing it inside the cage at this angry, surly, aggressive silverback ape called Adonis, who he loves dearly. And the question that Joseph has to ask himself as the bombs fall is, would he pull the trigger on the one thing in his life that has truly shown him love? So I really hope that you get a lot out of reading When the Sky Falls with your teacher and learning more about World War II. And as I say, I'm going to record a series of videos that might just bring the book even more to life for you. So enjoy it. And remember, put your phone in your pocket 20 minutes every day as you walk down the street. You'll spot these stories waiting for you. They're everywhere. Enjoy, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.